Hello friends, welcome to my channel The Right Direction. Now I'm going to teach about the topic that is known as disaster management. What is disaster? First of all, you know about disaster. When there is danger, there is destruction, there is loss of life, then maybe it is man-made or maybe it is by the nature. That type of thing is known as natural disaster or specially a man-made disaster. But one thing is here, how to manage, because we know that prevention is better than cure, without which we cannot achieve the success. As we are the human being, it is our duty to survive forever, and how to manage the society, how to manage the universe in a long term. So what is disaster management? First, one thing you know, management is the strategic planning and procedure that is administered and employed to protect critical infrastructure or critical assets from several damage. Sure, these are the things. First, strategic planning. You know, when we are made strategic planning, because yearly warning system is there. We know about the yearly warning system. Before that, we know about the flood, about the rain, about the cyclone, about anything. If it is happen, what we'll do? That means then strategic. It must be strategic according to plan, program, policy. Everything should be made in a proper way. So employed to protect critical infrastructure. We always try to to survive or save the life of the human being first. Then another thing is critical assets, which is our essential in our day-to-day life, which is going to be severely damaged. When natural and human calamities, flood, cyclone, earthquake. Then another is your landslide. Flood is in our Odisha or anywhere monsoon affected area. If excess rain, there must be flood. Then earthquake in basically hill area. You know about Japan or about it is also in India. Most of the places we found about the intensity of your earthquake in Richter or magnetic Mercalli scale we found. Then landslide particularly happen in hill area, that is Uttarakhand, Sikkim, due to avalanches, snow due to fall or anything else. And what happened? Early warning system is always giving the alert out us about the system of that disaster. Then what happened? We know that we are making natural disaster management policy in 2005. That means our government is so conscious about the life of the human being. So for this purpose, they are making a policy in the parliament in which all the people will be benefited. And what are these four stages of management cycle? These are the four stages. What are the four stages? Now we will go in a nutshell how to manage. First is mitigation. That means when it occurs or when we are getting the information, we always try to to minimize the loss that relates to mitigation. For instance, in day-to-day affair, that is cyclone occur, we evacuate the people to the resting place. आमे कौन करो जो जगह बेसी cyclone affected थिबो सेटु लोक मानकु उठे नै जाऊ सुरक्षित स्थान पर. That is why we try to make it minimum. That means no loss of life. Then preparedness. If we get the early warning system, then we are fully prepared how to check it, how to make solution, and how to make plan, how to mitigate or how to challenge, how to fight, how to tackle the situation in a general way. Then response involve long-term, short-term. That means response means we know about this, then how our activities, the government activities, the people activities, and about the NGOs or any organization or the civil society activities, how to check it, how to do this thing. If there is war, we always try to make it peace and making some measures, taking some measure to discuss, dialogue, and in a political or any way to make it bilateral. So like this, then recovery. That means we always work on the principle of that is recovery that relates to your evacuation or about giving shelter to the people, those who are displaced or anything. So these are the four things. Then about the world conference. That means Japan is the most disaster prone country of the world. So in this there are more and more of the conference will happen. That is 1994, that is Yokohama, and in 2005 that is Cove, and in 2015 in Sendai. All these are making the plan, program, policy, how to check or how to take necessary or drastic steps to manage the disaster. Then except that we are making Disaster Management Act in 2005. Our government is also taking certain steps, and in this whatever they have done, they are known as making National Management Authority. They are making what? National Disaster Management Authority. It is a body to tackle the situation or to how to manage. There is the program, policy, framework, everything is available with them, and they were monitoring when these things will happen in our country or in any locality. Then National Executive Committee, this is the executive, it is from official level, from bureaucratic level, from government level. They are taking, you see, when the disaster happen, maybe the prime minister, maybe president, maybe the chief minister are always traveling through the helicopter, to the airplane, watching and making the estimation or making what was going to happen. They see the reality, check the ground reality, what will be tackled. So for this purpose, they will make instant recovery, how the people will recover from that situation. Then State Disaster Management Authority, state has also and center has also, because we are living in a federal government, so that is the principle, that is the policy. We always, our country runs in a program and policy and obeying the rules and regulation, not anything else. Then disaster management, district disaster management. Then we are making our district level. That means from it is decentralized, from lower to the upper, everywhere all are aware, alert, how to check it, how to management. Then Disaster Management Authority, and except that if more and more arises, one thing is NDRF, that is National Disaster Action Force. They are always ready to make a prepare everything about electricity, about road, about house, about anything. These are the duties of this force. And besides this, our Odisha government is making Odisha Disaster Rapid Action Force. How they will tackle this situation in a proper and pure way to check this. Then except that National Disaster Management Plan, that is 2016 happened, that is Apada Mitra scheme. It is also some of the monies, some of the funds are being stored, or some of the funds are being preserved, or budget has made for this particular plan to mitigate the situation of the instant recovery, immediate recovery, and forever recovery, evacuate about the people's condition and how they will be secure and safe in future. So in this way, I have given a nutshell about the disaster management. For this purpose, you will go through in a nutshell, you deep, then you will get the basic information. Thank you, all of you. Please share and subscribe my channel, The Right Direction, so that I can upload more and more videos for the benefit, development, and improvement of your career. Thank you.